7 Olympians who got arrested. Inspired from the original games held in Olympia, the modern Olympics as we know them have went on to become one of, if not the foremost athletic competitions in the entire world, with nearly every country represented by thousands of athletic virtuosos every 4 years. While the competing athletes' exemplary physical prowess is truly on another level, they are still human at the end of the day. That being said, let's investigate some of the more, well, human and even horrible things these celebrities have done. Today, let's take a look at the top 7 Olympians to ever be put into cuffs. Number 7. Michael Phelps. Most people incorrectly remember this ridiculously talented Olympian's marijuana faux pas in 2008 as an arrest. And although photos of him smoking a bong did lead to a suspension from USA Swimming and the loss of some sponsorships, he was never arrested for the scandal. However, the most decorated Olympian of all time's true run-in with the law began a few years further back in his home turf of Maryland during 2004, scoring his first of 2 DUI arrests. Fast forward through 18 months of probation and another 10 years to 2014, when Phelps was once again arrested in Baltimore for the same offense he committed a decade earlier. Now rehabilitated, this legend continues to compete, albeit a little more carefully. Number 6. Shaun White. Initially making his marks with skateboarding before eventually picking up snowboarding, Shaun White's impressive 22 appearances at the X Games and 2 Olympic runs have truly cemented him as an athletic icon and role model. However, in 2012, the then 26-year-old pro was arrested on charges of vandalism and public intoxication in Nashville, Tennessee, after he apparently pissed drunkenly pulled a fire alarm at the Lowe's Vanderbilt Hotel, causing a building-wide evacuation. He proceeded to flee the scene in a cab, getting into a chase altercation with a man after he called the police on him. White lost the battle though, falling and hitting his head on a fence, requiring both a hospital and a jail visit. Number 5. Muhammad Ali. The late great boxing legend known as Muhammad Ali will certainly be remembered as one of the most iconic, prolific champions of not only boxing, but the world of sports altogether. After winning a gold medal in light heavyweight boxing at the 1960 Rome Olympics, he quickly became the heavyweight champion of the world. However, after refusing induction to the military during the Vietnam War in 1966, a jury in Houston, Texas sentenced him to 5 years in prison, a $10,000 fine, and the stripping of both his titles and boxing license. After taking the case all the way to the Supreme Court, his conviction was overturned in 1971, leading to another 10 years of astonishing fighting before his retirement in 1981. Number 4. Tim Montgomery. Tim Montgomery, also known as the 2002 fastest man in the world, had an amazing high, followed by some hellish lows. After steroid involvement led to his banning from track and field, the one-time 100-meter champion was charged with bank fraud with his one-time girlfriend, who also happens to be a disgraced Olympian, and 11 others attempting to deposit $5 million in fake checks. If the ensuing 4-year sentence that followed wasn't enough, he was also found guilty of dealing heroin, tacking on another 5 years behind bars. Quick on his feet only partially applies here. Number 3. Bill Merrill, George Farmer, and Mike Hessel. During the 1964 Olympics, these 3 winter competitors made a bad decision and then proceeded to make things exponentially worse as it went on. Skier Bill Merrill and tobogganists George Farmer and Mike Hessel left a party in Innsbruck, Austria, stealing an unlocked car and going for a joyride. After being stopped by police for driving the wrong way down a one-way street, the men grew aggressive and proceeded to get into a fistfight with their arresting officers, claiming further assault took place while they were handcuffed and taken into custody. To top it all off, 46 years later, Bill Merrill, now head of the US ski team, was arrested once again on a DUI. Hey, if there's one thing this guy knows, it's slippery slopes. Number 2. Tonya Harding. Every generation has their share of highly publicized media frenzies. For the O.J. Simpson trial generation, the Tonya Harding scandal is one of those ultra-famous moments in time you just couldn't get away from. For those who didn't live through the exhaustive coverage, Tonya Harding, a 2-time Olympian skater, was so threatened by fellow competitor Nancy Kerrigan that she conspired with her ex-husband and bodyguard to break Kerrigan's leg just before the 1994 U.S. Championships, hoping to ensure her own acceptance into the team roster. After her bodyguard used a baton to partially smashed Kerrigan's leg, Harding pled guilty, receiving probation and the most ironic punishment of all, a lifetime ban from competitive figure skating. Number 1. Ambrose Monye. While Harding had some violent tendencies, she's a walk in the park compared to this former Nigerian track star. After the 2-time silver medal winning Ambrose Monye returned to his home country following the 1988 Seoul Olympics, he became a notoriously dangerous and feared individual. He was first acquitted of murder in 2009 after beating a man to death. But it didn't stop there. He was arrested again 2 years later in connection to the murder of Chanel Henning, a 27-year-old South African woman who was allegedly gunned down after dropping her son off at school. Authorities also believe he's a notable drug dealer, which explains why, all put together, Manye has been sentenced to life imprisonment in South Africa. You made it to the end. Give yourself a pat on the back. Do you have an idea for a future top 7? Leave a comment below. Who knows? You might see your idea in an upcoming list. And as always, if you love our lists, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for new videos every week.